You see, firstly, you may think this is a weakness. It's not a weakness. These other religions are highly institutionalized, means they've got a hierarchy, the local priest, and then there's a clergy, and then there is the cardinal, and then there is the bishop, and then there is the pope, and whatever. They are highly institutionalized, means they are kind of very much artificial. They're not spiritual. It's an institution. You must follow the rules. So in a way, it loses the spiritual dimension because an institution. So it's nothing, we don't have it in a way, so it's not something negative. But then the second part of the question is who to turn to? Where do we get our guidance? Who is there to lead us or really take us forward? The answer is very simple. The Hindus are very clear thinkers on this issue. They say, first, look, suppose you got pujari, or very good priests or whatever, they do go to the temple and know how to flick a flower and whatever, or they change the clothes and do the pujas. Nothing wrong with that. That is their profession. Is it a source of authority for Hinduism? The answer is blatantly no. Then you say, what about the Puranis, the storytellers who wonder about saying, we are the modern face of Hinduism. These marvelous people, however good they are, and they are doing a lot of good to society, and they mean well, most of them, they are not, if you like, the source of authority of Hinduism. They are glorified storytellers, nothing more. They must, you see, it is important for us to clarify. They are very good storytellers. They'll make you cry, laugh, and relate to religion. And lovely, all these characters. They'll make you kind of become one with the character. So they're doing a good job. So I'm not undermining them, but they are not the source of authority when it comes to Hinduism. Then you say, what about the Pandits? He mentioned the word Pandits. They're the clever clogs who've been to Hindu university and they'll study the Bhagavad Gita and the Upanishad and the Vedas, and they can recite them, all the slokas, karat. And they can give you interpretation, 3 interpretation, not 1, and reconcile all of them. They are clever clogs. Their speciality is just, that's why they are called Pandits. There's an English word now as well, Pandit. Are they the source of authority of Hinduism? The answer is blatantly no. They're just clever clogs. You find them all the time on television programs, debating, drinking coffee and discussing serious philosophical issues. They are just, if you like, in a way, just playing with their mental faculties, just doing mental gymnastics. I'm very clever. See, I showed you the weakness of the argument. And this argument, they are not the source of authority. The Hindus have never given, primary importance to the Puranis, the Pandits, or the priests. No. Where is the source? The source of authority is marvelous religion. And this is somebody says we are an ancient religion. We are not ancient. We are the most ancient, the most modern religion you can think of. Are those individuals, those personalities who talk about spirituality from first an encounter. For them, religion is not something they read in a book. They experience. When I talk, I am the spirit, I am the Atman, I can actually experience, I am the spirit. And I light up, and anybody comes near me gets lit up. These are the, if you like, the spiritual giants of modern India. And we have produced quite a few, not 1 or 2. We've got lots of them. In fact, every sectarian movement, when you look at every sector, the head of sector will be one such personality who is inspired, not because he read a book, he went to Hindu university, because he experienced God for himself. You see, he's able to touch base with his eye, not just believe in it and then argue about it, intellectualize. It is actually experience. Other religions are stuck. In some religions, they say you can't have any more. The last one is gone. We say we continue to produce new ones. The ancient ones are very good, but we say we'll produce modern ones which will be even more dynamic than the ancient ones. Why should you say only the old ones are good? We produce modern ones who are much more spiritual giants, bigger giants the world has ever seen. And look, I am inspired by one such giant. That's why without any hesitation, I challenge, I say, look, here is this grand person who in a way inspires me. This Vivekananda. You say, where do we turn? I say, turn to him. If he's gone, look at his material. It'll knock you out. Here is a source of authority in the most comprehensive manner, presenting Hinduism in the most comprehensive, rational fashion the world has ever seen. Forget your ancient scriptures. Oh, Vishishta, Vashishta, and Vishwamitra. Good for you. This is your modern vision. Talking in your times, in your language. So why are you going and digging out Sanskrit texts? He speaks in your language, in your time. So we have lots of powerful people. Look, Narendra Modi was inspired by Vivekananda. The reason why India is turning up is Vivekananda. I'm just telling you, the modern prophet of Hinduism who will give direction to India is Vivekananda. No doubt about that in my mind.
Free e-learning course in Hinduism. To register, please visit www.hindu-academy.com.
Talks on Hinduism, sponsored by People Care, encouraging caring for the elderly in their own homes. For more information, please visit peoplecare.com.